What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. We're here today to talk about the Netflix movie Bright featuring Will Smith. Man, oh man, oh man. This was a very good movie. David Ayer, this was better than your Suicide Squad movie. Just go ahead and call it like it is, David Ayer. This was better than Suicide Squad. All right. Now, we got this movie. We heard about this movie. We've been knowing about this movie for over a year now. We knew it was starring Will Smith and some other characters. And the premise of this movie that there's a magic wand, and the magic wand in this world is like a nuclear weapon. So in this world, there are orcs, there are elves, there are fairies, there are all type of magical creatures and fantastical creatures all over and everywhere in Los Angeles. Now, what we don't get is the time period of this. I don't know. We don't know if it's set in 2017 or it could be set in another time period. We don't know. But we get the story. We get Will Smith's character, Nick Daryl Ward, who just recently was shot in the line of duty due to his partner, Nick, who is the orc, who wasn't necessarily watching his back. Okay, so he got shot. He's just coming back to work. He's just getting reacclimated to everything. And this movie really deals with racial tension. Okay, so now some of my woke friends on my Facebook page are probably going to induct me into the woke Hall of Fame on this one. So this movie really involves and really deals around racial tension. Okay, just gonna call it like it is. When you look at the orcs, you might as well say those are African Americans. When you look at the elves, those come off as Caucasian people. When you look at the Hispanics, they're Hispanics. And the cops are the cops. At the end of the day, that's how it breaks down. Everybody is treating everybody differently. Everybody's put into a different caste system. Everybody's put on a certain level. And everybody wants power at the end of the day. So when the magic wand comes into play, everybody wants the wand. I've been watching a lot of shows lately that have been dealing with the adultness of magic, like the show The Magicians. I just started watching that from season 1. I've been watching it on Netflix. I know season 3 is getting ready to come out. It's like we're going into this adult Harry Potter phase, and that's cool with me because I love Harry Potter. Read all the books, seen all the movies. Now, what we get here is a situation where the magical wand comes into play and everybody wants it. Now, there's a key to the magic wand. Unless you are a bright, which means there's something in your genetics, your DNA, or your makeup itself. If you touch the wand with your bare hand, you will explode. If you are bright, you can touch the wand and you can cast spells and everything of that nature. We get introduced to a character named Tika, who basically, she's a bright herself. She stole a wand from this lady who's an elf, or called an infernee, who they're trying to re-resurrect the Dark Lord. Now here we go. They're trying to bring back Voldemort to somebody else. Okay, so they're trying to bring back the Dark Lord. They want to bring him back so he can rise to power. Apparently there was some magical, mystical war that happened over 2,000 years ago where a lot of different people and races were involved. And she's basically trying to stop that from happening. We're talking about Tika here. So we get Ward and we get the orc Nick and Tika. They're basically just roaming around town trying to get away from anybody and everybody that might be trying to get the magic wand, including the Hispanics, including the FBI magic police, including the infernal elves, who are just straight up massive kung fu karate assassins. And including the cops as well, because at the beginning, Ward had to kill 4 of his partner cops that were in the police force because they were going to kill him and kill the orc just to get the wand. Now, like I said, this movie deals with so much as far as racial tension is concerned that we see the breakdown of how things go in everyday life. This movie was an exact representation of how things go in everyday life. It almost seems like the movie was speaking to people saying, hey, this is what's going on and we're going to show it in this form or fashion. And, one thing about this movie, there were a couple of laughs. Of course, anything with Will Smith is going to have some type of comedy unless it's 7 pounds. There's no comedy in 7 pounds at all. 7 pounds is just, that's a movie right there. You should go watch it if you haven't seen it. But, it's going to have that good Will Smith comedy, including when he tells one of the orcs, take your Shrek looking behind back home to Fiona. And, even at the end where after everything is going down, they said, maybe we should have just been firemen. We wouldn't have got into all this mess. Just a lot of comedy involved. One thing that really stuck out to me was the Hispanic gang leader, Poison, who him in his wheelchair, he just kind of rolled up all smooth. It's like, how you in the wheelchair and still look gangster? So I truly enjoyed this movie. I truly, truly, truly enjoyed this movie. Netflix has already ordered a sequel. Now, there are a lot of people saying they don't like this movie. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's the implosion of the whole racial divide that the movie shows and is turning people off. But this is stuff that needs to be known. This is stuff that needs to be talked about. This is stuff that needs to be put out there for people to see. At the end of the day, we should recognize that these things are happening and we should do something to change it. We should be the change. Just like the characters in the movie decided to be the change, we should be the change. So I want to know what you thought about Bright in the comments below. Let me know whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. And what do you think is going to happen in the sequel? Because we didn't see the Dark Lord. And when we get movies that are already said they're going to get a sequel and they name characters and we never see that person, we could just about guess that the Dark Lord will be coming in the second movie. Okay. So again, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. This is Fandoms Anonymous. You guys have a good one. And we'll see you in the next video.